everyone! It's Dr. Oi.
And I'm Park. Today, we are back again with Animal Speak, and we are here to see the cute and exciting animals again, but also the sad and pitiful animals at the same time.
Some people have been terribly misinformed about eating this kind of animal as a health promoter, which is actually untrue, and people shouldn't be hunting it for its meat. This animal is called a pangolin. Today, Park and I will take you to see how vets work to treat and care for those animals. Are you ready, Park?
Wow, I can't wait. Can we go now?
Yes, but before we embark on our adventure, explore the world
Of animals
with
Animal Speak!
Here we are. Hello. This is Park.
Hi.
Park, this is Dr. Fong.
Hello?
Dr. Fong, I heard from Dr. Oi that you're a veterinarian, but what exactly do you specialize in?
Well, I specialize in wild animals, but all veterinarians have to start studying with domestic animals first. And after that, they will select the field that they're interested in. But I specialize in wild animals.
So, do you wonder what animals are categorized as wild animals? Have you ever been to a zoo before?
Oh, yes, I have. I have been to a
Well,
zoo
what
before.
you've seen in the zoo are all wild animals, almost all of them.
Oh, a zebra too?
Yes, it is. There are a large number of wild animals, without counting insects. There are almost 1 million species of wild animals in the world.
Are there more wild animals than domestic animals?
Many more.
Can you tell me the names of domestic animals?
There are dogs, cats, fish, and birds.
People sometimes may have wild animals domesticated as pets as well.
You mean like snakes?
That's right. The snake is a wild animal, and also the turtle. But there are many kinds of turtles. But not all species have been raised as pets.
See, there are so many species of animals in the world, and most of them are wild animals.
Oh, most of them are wild animals?
That's right, Park. Today, Dr. Fong will introduce us to a wild animal species.
Oh, what is it?
This animal is a pangolin.
Oh, I know that.
Do you know what they look like?
No, I haven't seen one before.
Have you ever seen one in real life?
Well, it's your opportunity now. I'll bring you to see them. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Let's go!
This area is used for treating them. It was a horse stable, and there are still some horses left here in the first and second rooms. We have divided some spaces to treat the pangolins. As you can see, we have set up a CCTV in this room, which contains a family of pangolins impounded by the police.
I thought CCTV was installed to prevent them from being stolen.
It probably is. Since these animals have been impounded, most of them are under prosecution. So we have to make sure no one will steal them back, or someone else will steal them. Some of those pangolins were sent here in order to receive treatment before being sent to the forest or the conservation.
So recording the videos can be used for study to observe their behaviors as well.
That's right. Research about pangolins in Thailand and other countries is still scarce. It's quite hard raising them without proper information. We practically don't know anything about them, so we don't know if we're taking care of them the correct way or not.
Well, Park, let's go meet them.
Oh, I was wondering, where are the pangolins originally from? Are they from Asia or Europe?
This species only live in Asia and Africa.
Ah, okay, it lives in the tropical zone.
Yes, we used to raise all of them in the same dwelling, but it has problems.
Oh, they were stressed.
Yes.
Were they fighting?
Well, not really. They just love to live on their own.
Oh, they like to live by themselves.
Yes, when they were together...
They fought for food.
That's right.
See this? Do you know why it hides in here like this?
Oh, it's probably just shy or scared or unaccustomed.
Well, actually, a pangolin is actually a nocturnal animal.
They're an owl?
Well, something like an owl. Well, pangolins are mostly awake at night to find food, and they sleep during the day, don't they, Dr. Fong?
Yes, that's correct. During the day, they can often be found in the hollows of a tree, on the ground, or under a rock to hide, because they usually feed at night.
Oh, it's warm?
Correct. The temperature is important for them to live. They love to live in not too warm, but not too cold temperatures. The right temperature for them is to live about 25 to 27 degrees Celsius. This temperature could occur naturally in a hollow tree or under a rock. We couldn't bring them a hollow tree or a rock, so we adjusted what we had to suit them. What do we have to suit them? Well, we found a temperature in the concrete pipe. It's almost as similar as a natural dwelling.
Oh.
So we brought it here.
So they chose this pipe themselves because, at first, there were many dwellings which consisted of grass, rock, and soil, but they have their own preferences.
As I said, the study or information about pangolins is quite scarce, so we need to experiment more, putting different dwellings into their rooms and observing their behaviors can help us in treating them and in other research as well.
Well, if they go find food at night, what exactly do they eat?
Some call the pangolins anteaters, but they have a similar diet to the anteaters. They eat live ants, termites, and those in the ant or termite mounds.
Oh.
The ants they eat are those that bite us, the ones that hurt a lot, but they are the favorite foods of the pangolins.
Oh, red ants.
That's one of their favorites. Another type of ant that they eat can be found in trees, which is called a tree ant, a brown one.
And I was wondering, do they have teeth?
They have no teeth.
But then how do they chew?
They are usually unable to chew. They eat those ants and termites by using an extraordinarily long, sticky tongue to catch them. Ah, yeah, you can really do it like them.
Oh, they don't chew. They just like to use their sticky tongues to catch ants and swallow them. Their tongues are very long too, aren't they?
Yes, it can be as long to the mid-chest. Those living in Asia have the tongue roots starting from the mid-chest, while those living in Africa start from the side rib.
10 exciting facts about pangolins. 1. They have evolved on Earth for more than 49 million years. Currently, there are 8 species left in Asia and 4 species in Africa. 2. Their tongues are elongated and can be extended to about 20 to 40 centimeters, depending on species and body length. They can stretch their tongues longer than any other animal on Earth. 3. The word pangolin comes from Malayu, meaning something that rolls up into a ball. 4. The pangolin is among the very few mammals in the world that are covered in scales. 5. The pangolin scales are made of keratin, which is the same material of human nails, animal claws, rhino horns, and bird beaks. 6. The scales are very hard and is able to protect the pangolin against animal predators by rolling into a ball, while the exposed skin of its stomach is muscular and weak. 7. They're able to emit acidic gas and noxious smell from a gland near its anus when being threatened. 8. They have poor eyesight, and so their smelling and hearing ability has developed for hunting. 9. It is said that more than 1 million pangolins have been killed in the past 10 years. In 2013, about 40,000 to 80,000 pangolins were estimated being killed. 10. Some species of pangolins have been listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List of threatened species.
Well, I was just wondering that if I were to grab them somewhere I shouldn't touch them, like when you step on a dog's tail and they get angry.
They may not like anywhere to be touched since they are a wild animal. This time would be once in a lifetime seeing a human. When they first came here, they were alarmed seeing humans. We started making them believe that we mean no harm, feeding them and caring for them. They have become acquainted with us in quite a short time.
Well, I was wondering, how do you tell the difference between the sick and the normal pangolins? And what diseases do they have?
Well, we observed their conditions from the first time that they were brought here. because the people who caught them had no intentions to take care of them. So when they were caught from the forest, it was only for sale. They haven't been fed any food or water. When the police impounded and brought them here, 10 to 20% of them were found dead in the bag.
They were severely ill.
Yes, some of them were found alive, but very, very, very weak. They couldn't even move.
Oh.
Some of them were movable, but couldn't eat anything.
Oh, poor things.
Oh, he looks so sad.
Yes, it is very sad. We tested them by giving them water. Since they were dehydrated, the normal ones could drink the water, while the sick ones could not. So we had to separate the weak ones from the normal ones. The weak ones would receive a saline solution, which would be, for example, intensive care, while the normal ones were put into a separate room so we can continue our observations for them.
Well, does this place have any pangolins for us to see?
They're in another room. They have been separated from each other.
Ah, the two groups.
Yes, sick and the normal. So are you guys ready to go see them?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
let's
let's
go. Oh, they're over here. Hello.
Come in, come in.
Oh, why are they sticking together like that?
It's their natural behavior. They hold their mother's tail from the time they are a baby, since they were tiny.
Oh, so wherever mommy goes, baby goes.
Exactly.
Oh, mama's boy.
Like a sleeping in a cradle.
It's like a human holds a baby. Some of them still show the same behavior, even after they're grown up. This is one reason why we can't raise the adults together. Their claws will hurt the others when they hold on. Do you see this?
Oh, the claws are pecking at the tail.
Right.
Yes. If the big and the small ones live together and hold each other, of course, the small ones will get critically hurt and become infected.
You see, the big one is holding on to the small one.
Oh, so they're like causing each other critical wounds or just scratches?
Oh, it can cause a critical wound. The claws of the pangolin, especially the tree pangolin, which mostly live on trees, are long and sharp. It's different from the Chinese pangolin that often live on the ground and eat termites. Those who live here are mostly Chinese pangolins.
So their nails are longer and sharper.
Oh,
Yes.
it's sharp like a knife?
Yes, like a sharp knife. A small one, though. Don't let them hold your arm.
And are those the sick ones?
Yes, they're all sick in this room. We normally clean their room every morning, but this group is an exception. We're trying to observe their conditions from their waste. For example, the normal one will have normal stools and clear urine. The sick ones will have a dark yellow urine with mucus and blood. Meanwhile, if the stool is in a cluster, that means they're getting better.
Okay.
Oh.
But wow, it's quite firm.
Yes.
Park, come over here. Look at its stool. Do you see the ant pieces here?
Oh, I see it.
It's different from the ones over there. Here, this one's better. This one's like layers of soil. Dr. Fong, how are these two different from each other?
Well, the state of their waste can define their sickness condition. If the digestive tract is abnormal, the digestion may become poor. The stools of the sick ones will enable the cluster.
Oh.
Oh, well, I was wondering that when the animal is sick, how long does it take to recover?
Very good question. It depends on the kind of disease. If they get sick from dehydration, they will recover fast. Some of them have contracted the disease during the trafficking. When humans caught them and put them in a bag, they were crowded together.
Oh, so some of them have some diseases.
Yes, those who have a disease can spread easily to others, and it's quite complicated to cure.
Well, Park, how do you feel touching a real live pangolin? Is it different from what you've imagined?
Yes, because in the beginning, I thought it would feel like rough layered scales. But in the end, it actually felt like a smooth wooden floor.
Well, I thought they were scary too, but they were actually not.
Yes, I liked it when I touched them.
They're so cute and gentle. They're no threat to anyone.
Yeah, they can't bite. If they could, I'd be really afraid of them.
They'll never hurt us. It's us who will hurt them first.
Normally, we do all this caretaking by feeding them and caring for them until they become normal. But before releasing them into the forest, we have to make sure that they're very strong.
The following procedure is how we determine the health of a pangolin. Firstly, we check the data from the implanted microchip. Then take their weight and measure the length to determine their growth rate. And lastly, we collect their blood sample. Collecting their blood sample is quite hard since we can't see the blood vessels from outside, but it is necessary in determining the health before letting them back into the wild. Before we release the pangolins into the wild, Park, you may not follow us since it's going to be quite dangerous getting into the forest during nighttime. You know that they get awake at night and become more active. So we will wait a while for it to get darker.
Okay.
So while we're waiting, Dr. Fong, would you please share with us some knowledge to our viewers as well about the experience we've had today?
There was a difficulty curing them due to the scarce knowledge that we have about them. Not only just the pangolins, but there are many species of animals in the world that we don't know a lot about. We are unable to help them well enough, but we've tried hard to save their lives. For those who try to hunt them for money or other benefits, please stop doing this.
Yes, they should stop.
There are so many side effects. At least, we're glad to be able to save their lives and send some of them home today. We are continuing our work to help them and hope to do it better next time, because they truly are wonderful creatures, and it is really sad to see them go.
This is only one type of wild animal. There are a lot more wild animals that have been smuggled in by humans and are not fortunate enough.
Oh, that's really sad.
Well, fortunately for us, we have a kind vet like Dr. Fong and a team of experts who are caring for these animals.
Not only our organization, there are many vets and staff from other institutes that always help animals, and we work together. And I hope to work with all of you like this time, the next time.
Well, before we leave, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Fong, for taking out on your valuable time to take us out on this tour. Well, we're out of time today. We'll see you next time, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Our last mission for today is to send the pangolins home. Nothing makes us happier than being in our own home, don't you think? you.